Itinerary changes, yeah, you know what? They can be disappointing. Sometimes it could be a cruise port that you really wanted to go to, but itinerary changes do happen. And I have itinerary changes for 3 Carnival cruise ships today, and we'll get into all of it right after this. Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to today's video. Alright, so we have some itinerary changes for Carnival Cruise Lines for 3 of their cruise ships. And we're going to start with the Carnival Pride, which is sailing out of Tampa, Florida. So sailings for December the 12th, December the 23rd, March the 20th of 2022, and April 17th of 2022. Well, they have made a change to those 4 sailings, and the Carnival Pride will not be stopping at the Grand Caymans. The Grand Caymans is simply not yet open for cruise ships. And those cruises instead will be going to Costa Maya, Belize, Mahogany Bay, and to Cozumel. I said just no longer going to the Grand Cayman. The Carnival Dream sailing out of Galveston, Texas. There are 3 itinerary changes to those sailings. February the 6th, 2022, March 3rd, 2022, and April 30th of 2023. On those 3 sailings, Mahogany Bay has been removed completely from those sailings, and instead those sailings will go to Belize, Costa Maya, and Cozumel. And finally, the Carnival Mardi Gras, scheduled to sail here on December the 18th, will not be stopping at Grand Turk, and instead will be calling at Nassau in the Bahamas, Amber Cove, St. Thomas, and San Juan, Puerto Rico. And look, I completely understand that itinerary changes, they can be disappointing. And experienced cruisers, we know, look, itinerary changes happen. They can change for conditions at the port, circumstances at the ports. They can change to problems with the ships. They can change due to weather. There are a magnitude of reasons as to why itinerary changes can happen. And look, experienced cruisers should understand that this does happen, and most of us do. But if you are not an experienced cruiser, because there are people out there, there are comments out there where people are getting mad, they're getting upset, they're getting pissed off, and demanding compensation because of an itinerary change. Look, when you book a cruise, perhaps you really ought to sit down and read the cruise contract. Read what you have signed and what you have agreed to, because it does state in there that cruise itineraries are subject to change. And yeah, if you lose a port, you lose a stop, chances are the cruise line's going to give you back the port fees for that particular stop. If you spent money on excursions or anything like that for that particular stop, yes, they're going to give you that money back. But by the cruise contract, you're not entitled to anything else. You are not entitled to compensation because of an itinerary change. It just doesn't work that way, and you've already agreed to it not working that way. Now, yes, the cruise lines may say, hey, here's some onboard credit, here's possibly some future cruise credit. The cruise lines always have the option and can go above and beyond the cruise contract and provide you these things. But you are not automatically entitled to compensation based on an itinerary change if you read that cruise contract. So just because the itinerary changes and you get all mad and you get all pissy, doesn't mean the cruise line actually owes you anything. This is just one of the things that happens when you book cruises. Itineraries can possibly change. And yeah, I do agree that it sucks. I do agree that if you were really, really looking forward to that cruise port, only to find out you're not going to get to go there, yeah, that is very disappointing. It can be a little bit upsetting, but yelling, screaming, cussing at the cruise lines, demanding this and demanding that, well, that's not going to get you anywhere, and that's not going to change the situation. So just something to keep in mind, because right now, cruising is still in flux. Yeah, we have restarted cruising. We've been out there cruising for almost half a year now, but not every cruise port is open. Not every place is allowing ships back in. Things are slowly starting to open back up, and it's going to get better. The itinerary changes probably won't be so frequent here in another year. For now, this is just kind of the way the restart of cruising is going. And if you want to cruise, it's something you're gonna have to accept. Because at least for now, it's probably not going to change. Alright, I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up. Have yourself a great day. And of course, we will see you out on the high seas.